Hey Radio Horror fans, this is Dr. Chris, and we have the Aliens Reaction box set, which I just got in the mail, and I thought it'd be a great day to show you this awesome toy in honor of Alien Day, which is today. Um, it comes with the Alien Queen and the Power Loader with Ripley inside it. These reaction figures have been around for quite some time. I have quite a few of them. I also happen to have the original Alien figure, reaction figure that came out. This was one of the very first of this line. It's still in its packaging, as you can see. I'm going to be opening up the Alien Queen Ripley Power Loader box, actually, but this one has never been opened. And again, these were created based on old school Star Wars toys from the 1970s. They were supposed to be like a recreation of the way toys used to be. And I have the alien himself there. And I have Ripley. As you can see, some of the my Alien books and comics and the Blu-ray box set, Prometheus, and the giant Alien guide behind me. But again, we're going to talk about this. This is the Alien 3-pack Power Loader. Comes in this glorious looking box. And yes, I'm going to open this because toys are meant to be opened. Don't ask me why I haven't opened those other two. I've had them for years and they're still in the package. But this one I am definitely opening. This recreates the epic battle between Ripley and the amazing Alien Queen as designed. You can see right there. Alright, so we're going to open this thing up. You can find this at Toys R Us, I know, and of course online. Also, there wasn't like 30 billion pieces of tape and twist ties and everything. You have this cool looking background piece of cardboard that it was against. It looks very similar. Oh, I just dropped the toy. It looks very similar to the Aliens paperback novel by Alan Dean Foster. These you can pick up by Titan Books on Titan's website or at your local retailer. They're probably back in print today. They're probably going to be back in print again next month when Alien Covenant comes out. Oh boy. Oh, of course there's tape on these as well. Keeping the two pieces of plastic together to keep the toys in place. Alright. Check this out. That is badass. That is the Alien Queen. Its arms move up and down. Its mouth does not open up, so it doesn't have its extra little mouth inside it. The tail is not very articulate. In fact, I think I just almost broke the tail, so I wouldn't recommend moving the tail that much. As you can tell right here, the tail, if you even try to move the tail, it's made of very flimsy plastic. I might have to use super glue in order to help repair that, but I've already broken the damn thing. Its legs move up and down, and that is it. This is really not meant to be used as a toy itself, and I just completely disregarded that, like an idiot. So here's Ripley in her Power Loader suit as she fights as if she was fighting the Queen. Ripley comes in a little piece of plastic. Plastic comes off, and you can put Ripley back into the Power Loader. You can move her arms up and down, so that way she can grip the steering handles of the Power Loader. The Power Loader cage to keep her inside lifts up and down. Well, let's see if I can get these in her hands without breaking the toy, because that's what I just did with the Queen, like a goddamn moron. Okay, perfect. So there we go. Ripley in the Power Loader suit. The legs do not appear to move. Again, They don't necessarily make these for children to play with, so if you're thinking you're gonna be recreating all of the scenes from the movie Alien, I don't really think so. But if you're a collector of Alien toys and old school toys and memorabilia, then I highly recommend picking these up. I just like the way they look. The claws do not open and close either. They are completely built in and sealed, but you do get this nostalgia-like toy with it, which is pretty nice. You can probably capture the Queen's... Yep, see, at least the Queen's neck does fit inside the power loader, so you can recreate that scene at least, where she comes up to the Queen and she's got the Queen's neck inside, and she's all like, "Get away from me, you bitch!" And the Queen's like... pretty much all the noises the Queen makes. Again, these are really for hardcore Alien collectors. I just happen to pick them up because I love the reaction figures, and it reminds me of a simpler time with the old school Star Wars toys and G.I. Joe. I'll show you the Ripley figure by herself without the power loader. They do a good job of making her look like a toy version of Sigourney Weaver. Her legs do move. It does sound like there's snapping of plastic, but her legs do move up and down, as do her arms, and her head turns. This is all Star Wars toys would be able to do back in the 70s, so there wasn't much to them as, like, a Spider-Man figure today would have, like, 35 points of articulation in its wrists, its fingers, its arms, its legs, its buttocks, its brain, its head, its lips, its nose. And as far as I can tell, there's nothing else on the Queen that moves. Again, I did damage the tail a little bit, thinking that the tail actually moved around. But again, the whole reason I bought this was because I was a big fan of their previous toys, which I just showed you. Now we should compare the two Ripley toys together. Now I'm pretty sure they didn't make one for Alien 3, so there's not a bald-headed Ripley, and they don't have one for Alien 4. Alien Resurrection, so there's not the clone Ripley, but the faces on the two Ripley figures do look slightly different. If you can see there in video, pull back just a little bit. And her hair in this one does seem to have like a mullet compared to her 1970s hair. And honestly, it doesn't look anything like Sigourney Weaver. But it's not the point. They didn't. These toy makers weren't exactly known for making them look exactly like the actor, like the way they are today. It even says right here on the very top, "Not a toy, adult collectible." They've made other reaction figures for like the Universal monsters. Here's Dracula. And I also happen to have the Predator and some Gremlins and the Frankenstein monster and one from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I have the Gentleman. But there you go. That's it. There's not much of a toy review with this one. It's just a cool little, 3 3/4 of an inch scale toy reminiscent of the days of yore. I'm going to put her right here. Actually, she's probably not going to stay up there if I do that. But she'll live up here on my shelf with my other Alien items. It's just a badass looking figure, but just be warned that it is made of very hard plastic. Even like the tips right here are extremely hard. So if you drop this, you could break these off. I guarantee the little spiky wings that are on the back of the Queen are extremely fragile. So if you drop this, they will break off. Check out the other videos we have here on the Radio Horror YouTube page. Also, I have one other Alien video that you can check out. We review the Alien pint glasses that came out years ago from the same company. This was actually made from a company called Super 7, I believe. Yes, Super 7. They put out the Alien pint-sized pint glasses that were reminiscent of old Burger King collectible glasses. You could go to Burger King back in the 70s and 80s, and they'd have a lot of glasses tie-ins to Star Wars and King Kong, and they put them out for Aliens. They were supposed to put them out for Aliens, but they never released them, and then years later the designs were found, and they actually did release them. So Check it out. I do love the way the fact that she's supposed to be the queen and she looks like she has heels on. Wow. Very strange. Thanks everyone. Like, subscribe, and comment on this video. And enjoy Alien Day.